Yes, friends, the last part of transfer of titles and delivery, that is Unit 3, uh, rules relating to acceptance of delivery of the goods. I'm sure you're very happy now with the bigger font size. I've again and again asked apology for writing it in a smaller font. Uh, Please do pardon me for that. Yes, coming back to rules relating to acceptance of delivery of goods. What is meant by this? Acceptance of delivery of goods is deemed to take place when the buyer has done any of this. That is, either he intimates the seller that he has accepted the goods, he informs the seller that he's accepted the goods. So, when the buyer is taking delivery of the goods, he informs the seller by way of telecommunication or email or letter or signing the document of title to goods as it is delivered. So when the buyer intimates to the seller that he has accepted the goods, then delivery is said to have been accepted. Second, he does any act which is inconsistent with the ownership. We have seen this already, but as a matter of fact, again I am repeating, where the buyer has done any act on the goods which is inconsistent with the ownership of the seller, then delivery is said to have taken place and the buyer is said to have accepted the delivery. Example, if the buyer uses it for personal purpose, or for that matter if he pledges that goods, then it is said that the buyer has accepted the delivery. Third one, if in case the buyer retains the goods after lapse of reasonable time, here I have a specific point, let me complete this point, I will come to that. Retains the goods after lapse of reasonable time without intimating the seller that he has rejected them. Little twist here, where in the contract of sale in the case of delivery of the goods, of sale or return basis or approval basis, in such case, if time is already fixed and if that time has already elapsed, then it is deemed that the buyer has accepted. I'm trying to put it across in a situation where here we are using reasonable time. What if the time was fixed? So if the time was already fixed in the contract, where if the time has already elapsed, then automatically the buyer has deemed to have accepted. But what we are understanding here is he retains the goods after lapse of reasonable time. Reasonable time could be anything. It could be depending on facts and circumstances of the case. Therefore, a reasonable time is a matter of a big question mark. Assuming that we have established reasonable time, what we are understanding here is retains the goods after lapse of time. He is still retaining the goods without intimating the seller that he has rejected them. So, if he is just retaining the goods, he is not yet rejected, time has not elapsed, then ownership still lies with the seller. What we are seeing here is reasonable time has elapsed, he's also rejected the goods, but he is not intimating the same to the seller. Seller will be under the presumption that the buyer has accepted it, therefore the law deems such scenario as acceptance of delivery of goods. So I hope you understood the basic part of acceptance of delivery of the goods. The other two simple points regarding acceptance of delivery of the goods is as follows. First one, where the buyer is not bound to return the rejected goods. Is the buyer bound to return the goods? No. What is the buyer required to do? The seller has sent the goods on approval or return basis. Buyer rejects it, intimates to the seller, that is sufficient. He need not take the goods and load it to the lorry and send it back to the seller. Still, since the buyer has rejected, who is the owner, my dear friends? The seller is the owner. It is his responsibility to get back his own goods to his own place. So, it's pretty straightforward here. Buyer is not bound to return the rejected goods. First point, until and unless something else is stated. So, if something else is stated in the contract, we do not know. We go by that, what is stated in the contract. Until and unless something else is stated, when the goods are delivered to the buyer and he has rejected it, he is not bound to return, but he should intimate the seller about the rejection. If he doesn't intimate, what will happen? We will get to this point that it will be deemed to have been accepted. The delivery is deemed to have been accepted. So it is better if the buyer plans to reject the goods or refuse the goods, it is always advised that the buyer informs or intimates the fact of rejection to the seller. Next, the liability of the buyer for neglecting or refusing to take delivery of the goods. This is an interesting point. If the buyer neglects the delivery, or if he is refusing to take delivery intentionally, then where seller is ready and willing to deliver, the seller is ready to perform his part of the contract. As promised in the contract, he is ready and willing to deliver the goods, but the buyer does not within reasonable time takes delivery. If he is not taking delivery within a reasonable time, then what happens? Buyer is liable for any loss due to his neglect or refusal to take delivery. It is primarily the buyer's responsibility to accept the goods or reject the goods and intimate. If he is neither doing that, then whatever happens, that is the loss related to such a delay, has to be borne by the buyer, which is what I put it in the next point. That is, reasonable charges also needs to be paid for taking care and safe custody of the goods with the seller. The goods is still lying with the seller. Buyer is neglecting to take the delivery of the goods, or he is not informing about his refusal to take the delivery of the goods. In such case, the goods are still lying with the seller. There will be a reasonable charge for maintenance of such goods, which has to be borne by the buyer. Lastly, seller will have the right to cancel or repudiate the contract, which we already know, because there is a breach of contract from the buyer's side. So friends, this was all about Unit 3 of Sale of Goods Act, that is transfer of titles and delivery. Please repeat the videos as many number of times you want. Watch the videos thoroughly till you get the grip of the topic. Thank you very much. In the next session, I will be coming up with a new chapter. We will see what it is. Important. I am giving you a clue. We will be discussing more on unpaid seller. Very interesting topic. Do not miss it. Thank you very much.